Using the law of attraction. In order to use the law of attraction, we can't just wish for the things we want. We have to align ourselves with them. We must match our energetic frequency to that of the things we want to attract to us. In order to match the frequency of what we want, we need to feel as if we already have it. It sounds simple, but it can actually be kind of tough. Our default mode is usually to match the frequency of what is, not of what we want. This causes us to keep attracting more of what is until some outside influence brings us a moment of joy or fear, and our frequency raises or lowers to match the experience of the moment, and thus changes our point of attraction. When our frequency matches what is, what we attract becomes dependent on what is going on around us. This makes us feel out of control and powerless over our lives. It can, and often does, lead to a victim mentality. Many people resign themselves to accepting and reacting to whatever life hands them, feeling as if they have no choice over the matter. Often people hear about the law of attraction, and they give it an experimental try and can't get it to work for them. They know what they want, try to focus their thoughts on it, and it still doesn't manifest. Unfortunately, this can cause people to become discouraged and give up on the idea of creating a better life, believing it is unrealistic. The problem is usually that, although they focused their thoughts on what they wanted, they didn't feel the truth of it. They didn't truly believe that they would get what they wanted. They didn't feel it was true. Our thoughts and feelings work together to produce our energetic alignment. In order to manifest the life we desire, we have to feel like we are already living it. This can be really hard to achieve when our current reality looks nothing like that desired life. When life is really hard, not only can it be difficult to feel good about it, just the suggestion that we try can sound ridiculous. A person who is dealing with toxic or challenging situations cannot just decide to start feeling good. To suggest they do so is unrealistic and insensitive. It can be frustrating to learn about the law of attraction and its power to attract great things to people, but not know how to change our frequency to make it work for us. We are so used to matching the energetic vibration of our current circumstances that it's hard to shift over to matching those of the things we want to experience, but have yet to manifest. Especially if we are starting from a place of extreme lack, it is very hard to match a frequency of extreme abundance. It is not realistic to expect yourself to make a sudden and drastic change in your energetic frequency. It is a gradual process that involves changing the way you feel about yourself, and your life. If we are starting out at a very low frequency vibration, it can take a bit of time to raise it to the point of attracting our greatest desires. The good news is that we can immediately start to raise our frequency and start attracting better experiences into our lives. It only takes a small shift in frequency to get the ball rolling. The more we practice, the higher we'll be able to raise our frequency, and the faster we build momentum towards our desires. And the better our ability to consciously manifest what we want becomes. Getting started is the hardest part. Once we get going and things in our lives start to improve, we build momentum toward a higher frequency, and things we want will begin to manifest faster. When we start trying to work with the law of attraction, though, we have usually been living subject to whatever is going on around us. And if what is going on isn't pleasant to us, it takes some work to turn things around.